Welcome back to Basin Motorsports for another day here at the garage. So I just got the windshield replaced in the WideFox, and I'm about to change the graphic on the hood and the cowl. It's been on there for about a year, as well as the other part of the wrap, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to take a minute and show you guys kind of the durability of the wrap I did. I think some of you had questions on how long it was going to last on a Fox, if a guy with some basic training could do this themselves, or do it himself, herself, etc. And I want to kind of show you, honestly, the trouble I've had with my wrap, and just to give you guys kind of an update. So here's kind of a walk around, and I'll just show you as I spin around the car itself, all the things I've had a little bit of trouble on, I guess you'd say, but it's not like there's any gross failures, just kind of little things that most people don't even recognize, but I do. And so looking at the car overall, there's no real major problems, thankfully. I really haven't had any lifts. I really haven't had any failures of the wrap itself. Even the parts, you can see the top and the bottom there at the quarter, you can kind of see where the transition's there. Even on both sides, really no problems at all between the transitions from the roof down to the pillars. Door itself is done pretty good. Been really happy, nothing there. You will kind of see down in here, you kind of see there's some bubbles in here. Going in through, there's a little bit of bubbling there. There again, that kind of stuff is really, I guess I recognize it more than anybody else does looking at it. The fender overall, I'll tell you, looking down at that gets beat up a lot just because of those front tires. Those big 315s on the front throw a lot of gravel. So I've had a lot of chipping on that I'll probably do something about next time I wrap the car. Kind of the same on the back there at the bottom. You can see it's pretty chipped up all the way down in there, and that's just from the tire throwing gravel itself. The trunk's been good. The rear trim has been great, no problems. One thing I've noticed on these bumpers is you can kind of get to see a little bit of a lift here. So if I show you, you can kind of see how it's lifted up between the transition from top to center. I've had a little bit of that there. Couple little bubbles here and there in the molding line, and then I've really had some trouble on this side. So if I show you, you can kind of see how that's lifting. It's a little bit mostly on the passenger side, but it's been that way. No issues on the fuel door, the quarter, the gravel chipping it up is the same there. No issues on the top or down the pillar itself, same on the door. Now again, looking at right here at the bottom of the window, you can kind of see there's a little bit of bubbling, and that one's not too bad, but really kind of there at the front. I did, after readjusting the door, you can kind of see there's a little bit of a, right there at the top of the molding, there's a contact point between the door and the fender that I'll fix later. And then otherwise, not a whole lot. So again, right there at the top seam, you can see right there, it's a little bit of lift that I've had to keep an eye on. Nothing major, no major problems there. And coming around the front, no issues. Even in the cutouts, it's been okay. Now one thing I know that I've had an issue with, and it's because of bad installation on my part, was I've had a bunch of lift right down in here. So you can kind of see how that's lifted up there. And that's just bad technique. I didn't understand that I couldn't stretch it enough to go in there. And so that's going to be something I'll fix later on. Even a little bit of lift right there, not too bad though. But this has been kind of a major, I don't know, embarrassment for me, I guess. Something I'll have to do better next time. The hood and the quarter, or the cowl I should say, the hood and the cowl, no issues, been great. No lifts even around the headlight buckets. Those have been awesome. Haven't had any issues there. And even on the front fenders, no issues with the wide body fenders and the fiberglass. And I think some of you guys are worried about these edges, you know, where I use the Pro Bond to bond it on the back of the fiberglass. There's been absolutely no lift on any of this. So I think you guys, I would say if you've been worried about doing it or wrapping a set of fiberglass or anything else, just sanding it down has been really key, making it stick. But otherwise it's been really, really good. No problems. There's just kind of an overall, no issues on the roof, no issues around the sunroof, and there's the new windshield itself. Look how nice that looks. Even a little bit of bug splatter on it. But again, no issues around where they replaced the window and all that. A little bit of lift right there. I don't know if the guys in the windshield place did that. It's probably just me though. But otherwise it's got trim that covers it, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Now with that walk around, I would say if you have the ambition to try it, give it a shot. I think if you follow at least the stuff I did, I think your results can be at least as good as mine, and the mistakes I've made and shown to you, you guys don't have to make those mistakes. You don't have to do it that way. And those are the stuff that I fix on the next one. So overall, after a year of having the wrap done, been very happy with it. Other than the little things here and there, I've got some peels on the trim and that with the 3M on the carbon fiber, and that's really, I think, more along the lines of me, even before I had training doing it, and I just have some mistakes in there that I'll eventually fix. So I think if you're going to try and do it yourself, the best thing I would say is to take a class, whether it's any brand, Avery, 3M, Orifal, Tech Wrap, any of those. They have some basic classes put on by professionals that I think would be a great chance for you guys to get some hands-on for really pretty reasonable for the cost of it and the material before you get into it and make a mistake on the material. Foxbody otherwise has been in great shape. You can obviously see mine's holding up enough. A little bit of lift here and there, but really I think I've been pretty happy with it. No major complaints, other than there's some things I need to do better next time that I will do, but I think you guys can do better than what I did just following my example with a little bit of training. So hopefully that gives you guys a final look at the wrap as it is. New wraps coming, the hood and the cowl are going to change, and then I'm going to decide if I'm going to do anything else, like some stripes or another graphic or something else. But otherwise, that's the final look. After 1 year, would I do it again? Absolutely, I would wrap that car again. No changes. Otherwise, phase 2 is on its way. Get ready. That's it from Basin Motorsports today here at the garage. We'll see you next time.